I lead the TrustAfrica team working on this Reclaim Sustainability program across Africa, and I lead our programs in equitable development and economic justice. And this cluster of work comprises a number of areas, including the work that we've been doing, in part in Malawi for the last 10 years, looking at how we can help to improve on public financing and working on agriculture investment plans throughout the few years. In this part, now we're working on the Reclaim Sustainability program, and we're proud to be here together with our partners, Solidarity at Eastern and Central and Southern Africa, and our regional partner, East Africa Tea Trade Association, as well as our able Malawi partner and host convener, Tea Association of Malawi. We are indeed honored to have you here with us, Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, as our guest of honor. It shows us the importance of the tea sector to Malawi, its trade relationships, and contribution to the national economy as the second highest income earner, and we are assured of your support for the work that we are doing here. Thank you very much. The program strives to foster genuine and inclusive sustainability in the global value chains, where we have the voices of everyone that is working in the sector: farmers, workers, citizens, government, private sector, being all represented in decision making, and to contribute to how we manage our natural resources, how we manage working conditions for those that are working, and how we also see that fair value is distributed throughout the sector. At the regional level, covering both Eastern and Southern Africa, TrustAfrica and Solidarity have worked with East Africa Tea Trade Association to organize and strengthen these multi-stakeholder platforms at national and regional level. We are proud to be here, pleased to be here in this inaugural regional multi-stakeholder platform. Of trade and agriculture, and with producers and workers and CSOs and processors and packers and others, where key issues were discussed and where we unlocked the potential for growth in the tea sector for all farmers and the economy at large. Why is this important to TrustAfrica? TrustAfrica is an African-led Pan-African foundation that strives to secure the conditions for democratic governance and equitable development throughout the continent. Our mission as TrustAfrica is to ensure development is anchored on responsible citizenship and accountable leadership, and that the African values of solidarity, trust, and Ubuntu are progressed. We do this by facilitating such dialogue as we have today amongst different stakeholders to set important development priorities amongst the multiple stakeholders that are here. And we also do this because it offers us an opportunity to discuss these priorities, and we expect that this forum will help foster genuine and necessary reflection, learning, and knowledge building for greater inclusive and sustainable growth for the sector. We have representation from the 4 main countries in the program, in the Reclaim Sustainability program, that is Malawi, Mozambique, and Kenya and Uganda, and as well as the regional platform, the regional association, EATTA. And we have invited other countries to join us here in Malawi, such as Rwanda, Tanzania, Burundi, and others. We also have members of the press, we have members of civil society, women's rights organizations, and other stakeholders in the sector who are key to supporting the tea sector to bring visibility to the good things, but also to the challenges that are there, and to work together in terms of advancing an inclusive and sustainable tea sector. When we convene dialogue, we are also operating from the conviction that Africans, and in here we have the range of countries that are representatives, and as well as the ones working in the tea sector in Malawi, and who have a stake in the tea value chain and its trade, they must set the agenda for the sector. So we're really looking forward to the deliberations here on setting the agenda for the continent and in the tea sector. And they must also take the lead in implementing it. So as we set the agenda, we also look at how we can implement it, moving together as one. Key challenges are emerging, such as wars that have disrupted supply chains and trade. COVID-19 was a reality for the last few years. That has also disrupted climate change and challenges of how we adapt to that, trade restrictions and opportunities such as the AfCFTA and new markets, climate adaptation, and looking at how we can bring in more actors and players into the sector. So in this forum, we are really looking forward to having the deliberations and also the discussions around how we address those and also take hold of these opportunities that are presented to us. Honorable Minister, as the state, we also are glad that you are engaged in this dialogue with the civil society members, with responsible private sector and other members of the sector to ensure that we are progressing as one, and we are assured that progress can be made. We saw that from the initial multi-stakeholder forums that we held in countries such as Uganda and Kenya, there was an emphasized need for coordinated efforts to address some of the bottlenecks in market access, as well as also ensuring that we're creating a conducive policy and regulatory environment, some of which Chairman Sewa has spoken about. And it is against this conceptualization in the Reclaim Sustainability Program and in collaboration with our partners that this regional MSP is being held to ensure that we look at these objectives together and see how we can move this forward. So we hope to look at how we can strengthen coordination amongst tea industry players in Africa, how we can amplify voices of smallholder producers, workers and women working in the sector, how we can develop key joint actions to be championed at a continental or regional level. And we hope that in this session, we will also be able to share tea industry insights in relation to trade, standards, accreditation, and look at also the new opportunities that are coming up.